Hello everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, October 23, uncovered that Steffy Forrester will at long last yield on giving Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester an opportunity to pitch the gems line they've been dealing with. Carter Walton feels like this could assist with taking Forrester manifestations to a higher level since he's about development plans. Steffy would like to play it more secure, yet she'll basically consent to check out at Ivy and Electra's work. In spite of Steffy's issues with Ivy, there's no rejecting that she's a capable gems creator. Furthermore, Steffy plainly has a weakness for Electra Forrester now that she's full-grown and working with her auntie. That is the reason Steffy will look at Ivy and Electra's plans, yet her response will get under Carter's skin. It seems like Steffy will behave like the line is definitely not ideal for Forrester manifestations or maybe grumble about the plans appearing to be unsophisticated. Steffy might make a somber expectation about the gems line, not offering great and need to say no thanks to it without really thinking about it. Notwithstanding, Carter will fume once Steffy scrutinizes what Ivy and Electra have thought of. From where Carter's standing, it'll appear as though Steffy isn't keeping a receptive outlook by any means. Once probably Carter attacks Steffy, he'll vent to trust Logan and give her reports in general circumstance. Carter will yell about Steffy being difficult to manage and demand her own hard feelings are impeding great business. Notwithstanding, there will be a few fun minutes on Wednesday's B&B episode 2. Electra will have an astonishing experience with Will Spencer, who'll genuinely chance upon her and apologize for not watching where he was going. When Will ensures Electra is alright and helps her get what she's dropped, they'll exchange presentations. Electra and Will's science will sizzle immediately, so it appears as though they'll both be keen on getting to know one another better. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Will and Electra without a doubt have a sentiment coming up, so we'll update you on their developing bond and any muddled news en route. Carter Walton feels like this could help take Forrester Creations to the next level since he's all about expansion plans. Steffy would prefer to play it safer, but she'll at least agree to look at Ivy and Electra's work. Despite Steffy's issues with Ivy, there's no denying that she's a talented jewelry designer. Plus, Steffy clearly has a soft spot for Electra Forrester now that she's all grown up and working with her aunt. That's why Steffy will check out Ivy and Electra's designs, but her reaction will get under Carter's skin. It sounds like Steffy will act like the line isn't a good fit for Forrester Creations or perhaps complain about the designs seeming unsophisticated. Steffy may make a bleak prediction about the jewelry line not selling well and want to pass on it without giving it much thought. Regardless, Carter will seethe once Steffy criticizes what Ivy and Electra have come up with. From where Carter's standing, it'll seem like Steffy isn't keeping an open mind at all. Once presumably Carter lashes out at Steffy, he'll vent to Hope Logan and give her updates on the whole situation. Carter will rant about Steffy being impossible to deal with and insist her personal grudges are getting in the way of good business. However, there'll be some fun moments on Wednesday's B&B episode as well. Electra will have a surprising encounter with Will Spencer, who'll physically bump into her and apologize for not watching where he was going. Once Will makes sure Electra is okay and helps her pick up what she's dropped, they'll trade introductions. Electra and Will's chemistry will sizzle right away, so it looks like they'll both be interested in getting to know each other better. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Will and Electra indeed have a romance coming up, so we'll fill you in on their growing bond and any complicated news along the way. The bold and the beautiful spoilers uncover that Food Forrester has been referenced a dubious number of times of late, so we need to consider what B&B's point is. Might Phoebe at some point get a Lathery revival? Despite the fact that Phoebe and Steffy began as indistinguishable twins, the show ultimately changed gears and made them congenial twins through reevaluates. Tragically, Foley was engaged with an auto collision back in 2008 and kicked the bucket in Edge Forrester's arms. Or did she? Taking into account Shayla Sharp's last enormous storyline and All the Sugar, also known as Janet Weber's show, we've perceived how even an on-screen destruction can be scattered with a clarification that is adequately lathery. It's conceivable B and B could concoct some insane story where a food clone really died, or perhaps she was covertly whisked away for treatment someplace like John Finnegan was quite a long time ago. Perhaps Phoebe has really been in a drawn-out extreme lethargies at some European office. There may be an entirely different storyline of who furtively saved Phoebe and what their intentions were. Notwithstanding, it's been abnormal to recently hear such a great amount about Phoebe. Edge, Steffi Forrester, and particularly Taylor Hayes have all discussed the amount they miss Phoebe lately. After not hearing a lot about Phoebe for a long time, we're unexpectedly catching wind of Phoebe constantly. That is a charming change and could be an indication that a Phoebe-related storyline is underway. Obviously, Phoebe's family would be blown away assuming she out of nowhere displayed back up in Los Angeles. There may be faker allegations and a DNA test to affirm Phoebe was the genuine article, which would make the way for a potential misrepresentation story and some lab control. Then again, Phoebe could truly be bursting at the seams with a seriously sudsy story to tell and valid DNA proof to demonstrate her character. Assuming Phoebe got back from the grave, that would surely be an effective method for bringing Edge and Taylor back together. Brooke Logan could turn into a circle of drama washout in the event that Phoebe makes the Tridge family entire once more. In any event, every one of these Phoebe notices could mean something, so we'll welcome you more forecasts on whether she could get back in the saddle. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Edge, Taylor, Steffi, and Thomas Forrester would be in every way profoundly impacted by Phoebe re-emerging, so remain tuned for refreshes on any dazzling news ahead. Although Phoebe and Steffi started out as identical twins, the show eventually shifted gears and made them fraternal twins through recasts. Sadly, Phoebe was involved in a car crash back in 2008 and died in Ridge Forrester's arms. Or did she? Considering Shayla Sharp's last big storyline and all the sugared Aka Janet Weber drama, we've seen how even an on-screen demise can be undone with an explanation that's soapy enough. It's possible B and B could cook up some crazy story where a food lookalike actually perished, or maybe she was secretly whisked away for treatment somewhere like John Finnegan was once upon a time. Maybe Phoebe has actually been in a long-term coma at some European facility. There might be a whole new storyline of who secretly saved Phoebe and what their motives were. Regardless, it's been weird to hear so much about Phoebe lately. Ridge, Steffi Forrester, and especially Taylor Hayes have all talked about how much they miss Phoebe in recent weeks. After not hearing much about Phoebe for many years, we're suddenly hearing about Phoebe all the time. That's an intriguing change and could be a sign that a Phoebe-related storyline is in the works. Of course, Phoebe's family would be blown away if she suddenly showed back up in Los Angeles. There might be imposter accusations and a DNA test to confirm Phoebe was the real deal, which would open the door to a possible fraud story and some lab manipulation. On the other hand, Phoebe could genuinely be alive with quite a soapy story to tell and authentic DNA evidence to prove her identity. If Phoebe returned from the grave, that would certainly be a good way to bring Ridge and Taylor back together. Brooke Logan might become a love triangle loser if Phoebe makes the Tridge family whole again. Whatever the case, all these Phoebe mentions could mean something, so we'll bring you more predictions on whether she might make a shocking comeback. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Ridge, Taylor, Steffi, and Thomas Forrester would all be deeply affected by Phoebe resurfacing, so stay tuned for updates on any stunning news ahead. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.